Hey, welcome to Lucky Bourbon Society. If you're tuning in for the first time, my name is Tim.
And I'm Robin.
Today we are talking about Old Granddad 16 year, 100 proof. Is it worth the hype? Is it worth the MSRP? We're going to find out right after this. Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to jump right into Old Granddad 16 year. Really been looking forward to this release. Been a tough one to find. Was able to get my hands on it today, and we want to see what it's all about. Is it worth the hype? Is it worth the MSRP? Let's jump right in on this thing.
Let's give it a whirl.
Right? Let's talk about the bottle first. The actual bottle size is the exact same one as Old Granddad 114. It's the exact same bottle. They just changed the medallion on it. That says the 114 on it. This just says an OGD, and they put kind of a little ribbon around there.
Like a necktie.
Yeah. They've got the, their orange label like they do on their other bottles, regular Old Granddad. I love their packaging. I love it. I think their packaging.
I like the
great.
old school font.
Yeah. Let's take a look at this bottle. So they were established in 1882.
Wow.
Over 140 years they've been making whiskey.
Must be pretty good.
Yeah. This was a creation by Basil Hayden Sr. He's the one that started this company, He is actually Old Granddad.
Okay.
Right. It was his son that took over the business after he died, and this is a homage to him. Old Granddad.
Nice.
Right, to Basil Hayden. And they've gone through all types of sales of their company throughout the 140 years, and now they're owned by Jim Beam Distilling.
What caught my eye is that it's a high rye mash bill.
Yeah, this definitely is a high rye, and we're going to talk about the exact mash bill here in a little bit. But let's take a look at the back here. And there's something interesting on here I've never seen on any whiskey or bourbon bottle, and I think you're going to get a kick out of this when I tell you. But this is this very old Granddad expression, aged a minimum of 16 years, pays homage to the brand's legacy as one of the industry's preeminent whiskeys of its time. Historically inspired by vintage releases, this fine bourbon is cut to 100 proof to reach its optimal and distinctively classic Old Granddad flavor and body.
Can't wait to try it.
What I find most interesting on this bottle is it has a little chart on here with calories, carbs, and fats. Yeah, first time I've ever seen anything like that before.
I don't know how many calories I'm drinking.
Let's talk about it. All right, so per ounce and a half pour, right? The average analysis of calories is 122 calories for an ounce and a half pour.
That's pretty high.
Yeah. No carbs, no protein, no fat.
Well, you got that going for it.
But 122 calories. I think an Oreo cookie is like 60 calories.
Yeah, for a whole cookie.
For a whole cookie.
This is an ounce and a half, and you're getting 120.
Choose wisely if you're on a diet. That's all I got to say. All right. All right. Let's bust this open. I'm gonna let you do that. And while you're doing that, we'll talk about this a little bit. The mash bill on this is the typical Beam mash bill. It's going to be 63% corn. It's going to be the high rye mash bill, 27% rye and 10% malted barley.
I can't wait to try it.
Yep.
Oops. Got a little extra pour there. That might be 2 ounces, so you're at 140 calories.
Yeah, you're going to get fat tonight. During Prohibition, Old Granddad was one of the ones that they used for medicinal purposes. So back then they were selling it for $3 a pint, and you can get a prescription if for back pain, neck pain. It's like going to get an MRI now, right? Anyway, so that's what it is. Let's go in for a nose on this thing.
Well, it's got a nice dark copper color.
Yeah,
Right, it's darker.
nice color on there. You'd expect that with the 16-year-old age on it in the barrels.
I'm not going to tell you what my first nose impression was on it. It wasn't good. But as it opens up a little bit more,
Really?
it was like sweaty feet.
Sweaty feet.
The first nose I had. That's what I thought. It was sweaty. Like if you wore tennis shoes without socks and you took your shoes off after like 5 hours of not wearing socks.
Let me ask you,
That smell of your sweaty ass foot.
did you just do the laundry? Because I put my gym clothes in there. It could have been my... Did
Your
you
sweaty socks.
check your hands? Is it? It's actually not your hands. It's... You sure? It could be.
It could be. I didn't touch it. But as it opens up, you get a little bit more flavorful nose.
I'm definitely getting that Jim Beam note of nuts, kind of
Nuts,
nutty, like
yeah.
a salted peanut in there. Little orange peel.
Yeah,
You get that?
vanilla.
Yeah, a little slight
On the back.
vanilla.
Let's go in for a taste.
It's actually got a pretty nice nose on it.
After you get past the sweaty feet.
Yeah.
Not bad. Pepper on the mid palate.
Get a little bit of
Baking spice.
I get the oak right up front for me. It's a little bit of peppery up front, but not much. It dissipates pretty quick. Actually, the whole mouthfeel kind of dissipates quick.
Yeah,
right?
it's not a long finish.
Seems kind of thin
What?
on the first
What's the proof?
100. They proofed it down.
Yeah,
I mean,
that I could tell.
I'm definitely getting that orange in there, a little
I
vanilla,
got orange zest.
kind of a little bit of chocolate taste in the back.
Maybe
You
a little
getting any of
chocolate.
that?
Yeah.
Cocoa.
I do like it because I like the rye. I always gravitate.
Well, it's a
to-
high rye
Yeah.
bourbon, right? Going for another one.
It is light. It's like light on the palate. Short finish. A little
Yeah,
bit.
it's not a very long finish. You would think with the 16 years on that, you'd be a little more complex.
Not at all.
It's really not. You know, I was kind of expecting more of a traditional bourbon taste, a little more vanilla in there from those barrels, but it's not. For a 16-year-old, to me, it's not very complex. I mean, it's just not. Finish is not.
What's the MSRP on this?
MSRP on this is right at $200. Right.
I wouldn't pay $200 for it.
Yeah, I
For me, it's like
personally-
a $65,
Yeah.
$80.
I'd say about an $80 bottle
Yeah.
on this. I'd go at an $80 bottle.
But it's a good drinker by far. I like it.
I would not
drink it.
pay over MSRP for this bottle. If you
I
get
wouldn't pay MSRP.
But you don't know until you try it, right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, now that you know,
we're letting you know. I wouldn't, but at $200, that's the max on the MSRP. That's probably what you're going to buy. I wouldn't go crazy on the secondary market for this bottle unless you're a huge old granddad or Jim Beam collector, and you just want to have it for your collection. You're not going to open it, but
it's good.
it's not a $200 bottle.
No.
It's just not. I mean,
Yeah.
it tastes good. It's an excellent pour.
But it's like a $75, $80
But it's not.
bottle.
And just as a comparison, I want to bring out the let's bring out the old Granddad 114. And I just want to take a taste of the old Granddad.
See what the difference is.
Yeah, just a little pour, and it's I understand the mash bill's a little bit different, and it's 14 proof points higher, but we use it as a comparison. Now the 16 has a lot better nose, definitely for me.
Oh. This smells better to me.
But I like that 114 punch right up front.
Two completely different whiskeys though.
Yeah,
Bourbons.
it's but if you're going to compare them for value, that's like a $30 bottle. This is a $200 bottle. if I had my choice in knowing what I know now, I'd get another bottle of 114.
Yeah.
I just would. That's
now me personally, I would go because I like rye. That's my go-to is rye. So I actually prefer this over
a high rye.
Correct.
Okay. You like the rye spices in there?
Yeah. I prefer lower proof over the high proof, but they're both good.
All right. So there you have it. There's our honest review. A good bottle, yeah. Worth the $200.
Yeah.
I'm going to say negative on that. I'd say it's probably like a $70, $80 bottle. The max I would pay is MSRP because that's what you're going to have to pay anyway at $200. But I wouldn't go a penny over that. I just honestly wouldn't. That's all we got on this one.
That's it. Give it a whirl if you can find it. It's worth it, but don't pay it.
Yeah,
the MSRP.
Great company. I mean, hey, some are good, some are bad.
Don't know
some are
till
mediocre.
you know.
You don't know till you try it. And we want to try it before you buy it.
That's it.
Till next time.
Peace out.
We're out.